Heather Graham, Jimi Mistry are in here from The Guru.
Can I ask you about one of your ex-boyfriends?
I don't know.
If I'm going to say one of your ex-boyfriends came in here and he was a total prick.
Who
would you say it would be?
You tell us.
Oh.
Who would you think? I mean, left here, personally, I can't speak for them. I thought, who does he think he is?
Really? Okay, I probably know who it is, but I'm not going to say.
Heath Ledger.
Really?
Yeah.
Jerk off. That guy.
What did he do?
He came back around and we didn't even want to talk to him.
He was a D-bag.
It doesn't take much to come in and for 5 minutes be jovial and
talk about your movie and
right.
You know.
I think he's kind of a quiet guy, though.
We asked about you actually, and he gave a serious attitude.
That's when he shut us down.
He did get real pissy.
What is the attraction?
He broke his heart.
I don't think so.
What's the attraction that women have to James Woods? That is a brilliant question.
Look, if you're a very young person and someone's older, more experienced, sometimes you're like, wow, maybe they know they seem sophisticated. So I think that would be, or smart. But I think when you're really young, you date a lot of sort of people that maybe aren't so good for you, right?
Oh, we all have done that.
Yeah, but if you date an actor, sometimes it's like people remember, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Because he has been connected to some of those beautiful women in all of Hollywood, none of whom are over the age of 25.
And isn't that sad? It makes him, I don't know. I'm sorry. I won't say anything.
I don't know.
It's good. I mean, he's having a good time.
You know what? I can't fault the guy. I mean, look at is it sadder for him or is it sadder for them?
God, I don't know. How do we get on this conversation?
It's really... Yeah, because he must have some game, as far as he must be a good talker.
Yeah.
He tells a woman what they want to hear.
It's hard to judge from the outside what people are getting from a relationship. Maybe people are happy, hopefully.
Now, you've never been engaged before, right? Just dated?
Yeah.
You have been engaged?
No, I've never been engaged.
Yeah, because we were talking this morning. Why do people in Hollywood feel they have to get engaged and not just date? Like, you've got Ben Affleck and J-Lo. They've been dating for, a few months now, and now they're engaged.
Mm-hmm.
And
they date for 3 months, and then they're engaged.
I don't know. I personally have never been engaged. I just think, you might as well try to be sure. And go out with the person for a while. But Jimmy's married. He had to get married to do this movie, actually.
No, I wanted to get married.
To come over here?
Well, we got married in order to come and do the film, but we've been, together for about 8.5 years previous, so
but for her to
about
come,
time.
to get the visa, right? You had to get married.
Well,
and then they had a baby while we were shooting. He was checking on his cell phone while we were doing a scene, is it,
whether she's in labor.
Yeah.
What did the new wife think of your scenes with Heather?
Well, she's sitting right over there.
Oh, is that true?
So why don't you ask her?
Yeah. Did that bother you? Him, on top of her? And
he's an actor.
Okay, yeah,
No.
you can use that actor thing.
You were saying last night, Heather, you guys, you were just in India just for vacation. You went to India on your own. And
it was part of actually, too, this magazine article in this magazine, Marie Claire. So I got to go for free.
Yeah, that's the best way to go to India. Everybody that I have ever known who has gone to India has come up with really bad diarrhea.
Delhi belly.
Too much little curry.
Delhi belly.
Let me tell you all about it. No, actually, I don't think I really got that. I have a friend who goes to a lot of third world countries, and he says he either gets that or he gets respiratory. So I got a respiratory.
Oh, did you?
In Delhi, I don't know, Jimmy, if you found this, but I thought the pollution was pretty bad, and you just sort of breathe it in, and I just immediately got a cold.
Yeah, we're talking to Heather Graham about her diarrhea.
In case you're just tuning in.
Heather, last night in the Q&A after the movie, you were talking about how there are just so many roles available for women in Hollywood, and that's why you've kind of gone out and started your own projects.
Are there not so many?
Well, there are not so many. Right? I mean, has it been tough for you in finding the right roles?
Yeah, it is. And it's funny because people go, well, why would you play this role again? Sort of, it's very different, but to play a similar kind of sex potty. And as a woman, that's a lot of what the roles are. Or, there's different variations of the sex potty or sort of the devoted wife,
Well, what about the script when you saw Boogie Nights, when you saw the stuff you were going to be doing there, were you kind of put off or you're like, oh, give me this role, fire up?
Well, I thought the writing was great. And I was also at a point in my career where I was really, not being considered for a lot of movies. So personally, I thought that script was brilliant. So I was jazzed about the script. But yeah, it's pretty scary.
And everyone loves Roller Girl.
I mean, I think if you were a big established star, I could see how it might make you nervous to play that part.
But it didn't make you nervous at all? Did you even second guess it at all? You're just you know what? Game on.
I mean, I had such a good time. The director was amazing. It was sort of in the movie, sort of about people finding the surrogate family. That was what the movie was like, because there was all these actors and everyone. And the director was just so you're so great. He just give you this little pep talk.
We were talking last night about a lot of the roles you've taken. And by the way, I mean, Swinger. That's when I fell in love with you.
Swingers.
Love that movie.
Because it's the greatest movie of all time. And you came when your character. It was just, you weren't there for a long time, but you just made that movie so great.
That's crazy when people like that movie was made for $200,000, and like the average Hollywood movie is made for whatever $40 million.
And
like
they
that
waste
movie
a lot of money.
Yeah,
and didn't
those
you,
big movies?
You had gone swing dancing or something with Jon Favreau. That's how you met. What was the story there? How
no,
did
we
you guys
actually
meet?
worked on this like job like a year before, and he was trying to get the money, and they said to him like, "Oh, we'll give you the money, but you have to do it with Jason Priestley." But he really wanted to do it with his friend Vince Vaughn, who nobody knew.
Jason Priestley.
That would have Jason Priestley instead of Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn was born for that. Yeah.
I couldn't see Priestley in that.
So he said no, and then he waited a year, and then they finally gave him the money.
That was great. What I was saying is, so we're talking about like some of the roles that you've taken that didn't at first go over very well at home. You had mentioned how you had turned down Heathers because your parents didn't think it was really appropriate, and that you went on to other roles that maybe caused a little bit of friction between you and your folks. Did that ever heal up? I mean, are you and your folks cool with each other now, or?
No, we're estranged, but I don't think it's, because of movie roles. I just think it's like whatever, my choice of what makes me happy, unfortunately.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's pause for a moment of sadness for me.
Thrilled. They would have had been thrilled for Boogie Nights, then I guess, huh?
We weren't speaking actually before then. So.
You may have fallen in love with her in Swingers, but I liked you back with License to Drive with Corey Feldman, my friend.
Oh, there you go.
She was Mercedes. That was one of my first movie crushes.
Well,
What's your part in this new Sandler movie?
Well, it's really
management.
fun. I'm like this girl. Jack Nicholson tries to make him pick me up in a bar, and I seem like this kind of, girl that you might want to pick up in a bar. But when he starts talking to me, he finds that I'm a psycho.
I want an honest answer about this. Jack Nicholson, I do not for a minute believe that when you were working with Jack that he wasn't trying to send a vibe your way. And wait, did you pick up a vibe?
I don't know. He wasn't like grabbing me or anything.
No, I don't mean like a dirty old man, but was he sending out signals?
It was kind of just so surreal to meet him because it's like,
Right.
it's surreal. Like you've seen every movie he's ever done and then you don't believe he exists. It's almost like you believe he's
bigger than life. He's totally bigger
You
than
can't
life.
believe that he really is like alive, this dude. Actually, he has this amazing thing where he's working, but he wants to go to the Laker games. So they make the whole schedule so that he can go to the Laker games. So he gets to
the way
work.
to do it.
That's brilliant.
Cool.
He comes to work at like 12 and then when there's a game, they're like, okay, we can't shoot any of his stuff. So he leaves, goes to the game and then comes back.
Did you ever go out to lunch with him or anything?
Well, I was only working on it for like a week, but I got to chat with him. He was really nice.
Is he sexy?
There's something sexy
There's
about
something about
him.
it.
Is there?
He's freaking Nicholson. He's sexy to me.
He's still booty calling with Laura Flynn Boyle, I think. They keep showing up in the on again, off again category.
In the British press, they've been saying recently that he's getting too old for it. For it. He's
Really?
actually getting a bit knackered and he's calming down. He can't keep up with Lara or any of these girls.
Oh, is that right?
Wow.
Yeah, that's what we've been reading about in Britain anyway. But
Well, the British tabloids, though, are notorious for lies and erroneous stories. You know that better than anybody, probably, right?
But also, about Schmidt didn't help out his libido too much there. He looks like an old crotchety old man.
Yeah, that's true.
It's great.
Well, guys, good luck with the
Yes.
movie. The Guru,
Thanks.
Jimi Mistry, Heather Graham. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah,
Yep, very
indeed. Good luck with it.